My beloved child, my heart leans toward you in this moment, because heaven's breath has just whispered your name. Do you feel it? That sudden stirring inside your chest is not ordinary, it is a divine signal. Something very good is preparing itself for you, in the next 3 hours. Listen, this is not one of those messages you scroll past and forget, this is a moment heaven scheduled for you like an appointment written in light. Archangel Michael says, don't take this lightly, don't skip this moment, for if you do, tears will find you instead of blessings. Beloved, that urgency isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up, because the timing is delicate, and the window is real. Picture it like this, you've been standing in front of a door for a long time, you knocked, you waited, you prayed, you got tired. You even wondered if it would ever open, but right now you can hear the key turning. Heaven is not teasing you, heaven is opening something that was delayed until this exact hour. And if you stay with this message, you'll feel the shift start inside you. Right now, there are invisible hands writing your name on a heavenly scroll of miracles. You may not see it, but your spirit understands it. Something has been hidden for you, something you couldn't access before, something you weren't ready to carry before. And if you walk away distracted, you might miss what heaven has been trying to place into your hands. That's why Michael is pleading, open this immediately. Beloved, this message itself is proof that heaven's eyes are on you. And when God fixes his gaze, nothing can block your miracle. Before you go further, pause and breathe, let your shoulders soften, let your mind quiet. Because this isn't just information, this is alignment. This is your moment, to come back into the center of God's timing. And my dear, I'm asking you, stay till the end. Don't let your mind wander, don't let distractions pull you away. Because what unfolds here is not just a story, it's a lifeline. It's the kind of word that changes what happens next. And if you want to stay connected to moments like this, subscribe, so you don't miss the next time heaven whispers your name again. Archangel Michael says, very good news is about to touch your home. Within 3 hours, the divine current will flow toward you. But if you turn your face away, if you ignore this, you will regret with tears. Beloved, think about that, your home, your space, your life. Heaven is not sending blessings somewhere else, it's aiming them straight at you. My beloved child, do you realize why your heart is trembling right now? It's because your soul already knows, something hidden is about to break free. You may not see it yet, but your spirit feels it, like the air before a storm. Something is charged, something is shifting. The angels have already moved into position. Heaven has already released the decree. The next 3 hours are not just normal hours on a clock. They are a window, a gate, a holy opening. If you step through it with faith, your life will not remain the same. But if you walk past it, busy, doubtful, distracted, the gate can close, and regret can follow. Heaven is full of mercy, but heaven also honors timing. Archangel Michael is not exaggerating. He stands like a guardian in front of you, sword in hand, wings stretched across eternity. Saying, I have fought battles, to bring this news to you. Do not ignore me, do not doubt me, do not skip me. Beloved, the spiritual world is sensitive. When heaven says now, it means now, not later, not tomorrow, not after you feel ready. Think of the nights you cried quietly, think of the prayers you whispered into your pillow, think of the days your heart got tired from waiting. Beloved, God never forgot you. Every tear was counted, every sigh was recorded. And now those records are opening. The release has come, the good news is moving toward you, like a river breaking through a dam. Pause and check your spirit. Do you feel that small flame in your chest, that calm pressure, that inner yes, that is hard to explain? That's confirmation, that's Michael standing close saying, yes beloved, this is for you. And if you're feeling this deeply, let me say this gently. Like this video right now, because your like is a simple act of agreement. And share it with someone you love, another woman who's been waiting and tired. Because your share could be her answer tonight. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, so you stay connected, when heaven speaks again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. Beloved one, imagine what happens, if you open your heart fully right now. Chains you carried for years, begin to fall away. News that once scared you, turns into testimony. Doors you thought were locked forever, swing open, with a sound that echoes beyond your life. And people around you won't understand how quickly things changed. They'll say, how did this happen so fast? And you'll quietly know, heaven did it. But I have to speak truth too, beloved. If you ignore this, if you close your heart, if you say maybe later, the moment can slip. You won't cry because God is cruel, you'll cry because you let the moment pass. That's why Michael speaks with urgency. That's why this feels different, because it is different. It is not just words, it is a turning point. Do you know why the enemy tried so hard to distract you these last few days? Why random problems popped up, why doubt felt loud, why sleep felt strange, why your mind kept racing? Because the enemy saw this moment coming. He knew that if you stayed, if you received, your life would no longer be under his grip. That's why the pressure increased. But look at you, you're still here, still standing, still reading, still chosen. And because you're still here, the enemy has already lost. Michael says, the good news that is about to land in your life is not small, it is not ordinary, it will shock you, it will shake the atmosphere around you. But it will also lift you, into a place you never imagined you could stand. Beloved, when God says good news, He does not mean temporary relief. He means lasting change. He means blessings that no one can steal. He means miracles that rewrite the next chapters of your story. He means favor that follows you, even when you're not trying. And yes, it may happen so suddenly, you sit there and whisper, is this really my life? But it will be, because heaven is moving. So I ask you, my dear, are you ready? Are you ready to believe? Are you ready to stop questioning why it took so long, and start thanking God that it's happening now? Because when you say yes, you step into agreement. And agreement activates what heaven already released. My child, don't let this slip. You have cried enough, you have suffered enough, you have doubted enough. Now it is time to rise, now it is time to take hold of what belongs to you. The next 3 hours are wrapped in destiny, and you are the one chosen to open them. My beloved, you are not here by accident. The very clock of heaven pushed you to this moment. 3 hours may sound like nothing to human minds, but in eternity, 3 hours is enough for God to change a lifetime. Enough for angels to rearrange outcomes. Enough for chains to break that you thought would never fall. That is why Archangel Michael says, do not skip this, do not let your eyes wander away. Because every second you remain here, you are pulling light into your destiny. And beloved, let me bring this home to your heart. It's okay if you've been tired, it's okay if you felt weak, it's okay if faith felt small. Heaven isn't waiting for you to be perfect, heaven is asking you to be present. To stay open, to stay willing. So right now, keep your heart soft, don't rush, don't doubt, don't look away. Because this is a holy window. And you are standing at the edge of your next chapter. And within the next 3 hours, something good is preparing itself for you. It may come as a call, a message, a solution, a sudden open door, or a peace that replaces panic. But you will know, you will feel it. And when it happens, you won't be confused, you'll smile, because you listened, you stayed, you believed, you didn't skip the moment heaven sent to you. When will life finally shift in my favor? You've watched other people rise, other people smile, other people receive their breakthroughs. And in the quiet, you wondered if God forgot you. But no, child of heaven. You were never forgotten. You were hidden, preserved, and protected, until the right hour. And now the waiting season is closing. And joy is rising, like sunrise after a long night. Here is the truth most people don't realize. Many miss their visitation. They scroll past, they shrug, they say maybe later. And in that exact moment, the miracle that was hovering over their life, pulls back. Beloved, do not be like them. Do not treat this lightly. Because regret can break the heart, in ways no words can fix. That's why heaven is speaking so clearly right now. Do you feel that pressure on your spirit, that sudden heaviness, that doesn't feel like fear? Beloved, that is not heaviness, that is glory. That is heaven placing a seal on you, marking you as chosen for this moment. And when heaven seals something, no enemy can undo it. What's coming is not limited to one area, it touches your health, your relationships, your finances, and your peace of mind. The release is total. Right now, open your hands in your mind. Imagine letting go of every fear, every anxious thought, every what if. Because you cannot carry fear and blessing at the same time. You have to drop one, to hold the other. And today Archangel Michael says, drop the fear, drop the doubt. Hold the miracle. Beloved, this is a decision, not a feeling. Choose faith, even if your hands shake. Listen closely, because in the invisible realm, angels are already preparing to enter your space. Some carry letters with your name on them, good news, opportunities, confirmations, surprises. That will make you cry happy tears. Others carry swords, cutting down obstacles, and shutting the mouths of unseen attacks. And some carry crowns, honor, that will rest on your life so strongly, that people will not be able to deny what God has done. This is why time is sensitive. That's why Michael warned you with urgency. If you delay, the delivery can shift. If you doubt, you may miss the moment. Your door was finally opening. So cling to this message, like your lifeline. Because it is. And if your spirit feels stirred, take a second to like this video, as a sign of agreement. And subscribe, so you never miss another moment, when heaven speaks directly to you. Do you realize what's happening right now? Your name is being spoken, in heaven's courtroom. Angels are repeating it, the Father himself has signed a decree, with your name. That is why you feel that strange pull inside you, are being summoned to receive. Do not deny the summons, do not hide in humility, that is really fear. Open fully. You might ask, why me, why now? And heaven answers, because your prayers reached their fullness. Because your tears watered the soil long enough. Because heaven's calendar finally circled your name. And when heaven decides, it is your turn. No one can cancel it, not people, not delays, not even the enemy. So rejoice, even before you see it. Sing, even before it arrives. Dance, even before the call comes. Because that kind of faith unlocks the last barrier. Do not underestimate what is approaching. Some who doubted you will bow in shock when they see what you receive. Some who laughed will go silent when your joy shows up. Some who plotted against you will vanish like smoke when the fire of your miracle falls. And it won't be years from now, it will be in the hours ahead. Beloved, you have cried enough. You have asked enough. Now it is time to receive. Stretch your faith like open arms, let the miracle fall into your lap. Don't question how, don't analyze why, just believe. Because when God moves, He does not need permission from anyone. He simply acts. And when He acts, everything can change in one moment. My beloved one, do you know why your heart feels restless while you read this? It's because your soul already senses what is unfolding. The unseen realm always feels the shift, before the eyes can see it. Archangel Michael has been trying to deliver this word, and now that you are listening, the air around you is charged with heaven's electricity. This is not just text, it is a divine current flowing into your life. Child of light, pause and remember how many times you almost gave up. How many times you whispered, I can't do this anymore, I'm tired, I'm done. And yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still chosen. That is not an accident. The only reason you are still here, is because heaven refused to let you fall. Angels carried you, in moments you thought you walked alone. God's hand shielded you, in battles you didn't even know were happening. Now hear this clearly. Archangel Michael says, the next 3 hours are the key. If you ignore this, if you treat this as casual, if you say I'll come back later, you risk missing what has been carefully arranged for you. Heaven's timing is precise. A train that leaves the station does not turn back, for the one who overslept. Beloved, this message is that train. Get on it now. You may wonder, what is this good news, what's actually coming? My child, heaven often hides details, because the surprise multiplies the blessing. But I can tell you this, it will lift your face, from shame to honor. From tears to laughter. From emptiness to overflow. It will feel too big at first, and you may even ask, God, is this really for me? And God says, yes, my child, it is yours. I wrote your name on it, before you were born. Look deeper into your heart, there is something you've been longing for, something you didn't even say out loud, because it felt impossible. Maybe it was love, maybe it was healing, maybe it was financial freedom, maybe it was peace in your family. Whatever it is, heaven heard the secret cry. And now that hidden request has reached its fullness. And here comes the warning, beloved. The enemy will try to distract you, in these hours. He will try to make you busy, tired, doubtful. He will whisper, nothing will change, this is just another message. Reject that lie. Because if you listen, you close the door on yourself. But if you reject it, and cling to this word, you will see wonders you never imagined. If this message is speaking to you, share it with someone you love. Because another person is one scroll away from hope. My beloved, God is not cruel. He is not teasing you. When He says good news, He means it. But He also respects your choice. He will not force you to believe. He will not drag you into your blessing. He invites you, He calls you, and today He is saying, come my child. Step in, don't delay. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, guarding this moment. He says, the scroll has been opened. And beloved, once heaven opens a scroll, with your name on it, the only thing left, is your yes. The name has been revealed, and the blessing has been dispatched. Can you feel that? That's why your heart is racing, and your spirit feels different. Like something unseen, is standing right beside you. Heaven has already moved, beloved. And all that remains, is your response. Don't let tears of regret, replace tears of joy. Don't stand at the edge of your miracle, and walk away empty. The doors are open now, but they won't stay open forever. You must decide, will you believe, will you hold on, will you stay to the end? The countdown has already begun, my child. In the next hours, your story will shift. Do not skip this, do not walk away, stay, receive, believe. Heaven is not far, it is closer than your breath. Your blessing is not delayed, it is at the doorstep. And your miracle is not small, it is life-changing. Can you sense the shift happening, even as you read? Your spirit won't settle, because the heavens are moving. A decree has gone out, with your name on it. Archangel Michael is standing, at the edge of your destiny. With a sealed letter, and inside it, is the good news you've been praying for. He whispers right now, do not ignore this, do not turn away. If you leave this unopened, tears may come later. Not because heaven is cruel, but because you will realize, heaven sent what you needed, and you skipped it. Think back to those seasons, when everything felt against you. Every door closed, every plan delayed, every person who walked away, without explaining why. You carried those weights, and thought you were forgotten. But beloved, those weights were setting the stage, for a glory you couldn't see yet. Without pain, you wouldn't value the miracle. Without waiting, you wouldn't recognize the blessing. And now all of it is about to make sense. The very things that tried to break you, are about to become, the very things that lift you. Here is what you must hear clearly. Within the next 3 hours, the atmosphere around you will change. Something you've been waiting for, will begin to move toward you. It may come as a phone call, an unexpected message, a sudden opportunity, or even a deep inner shift. That makes you ready to receive. What's arriving? Do not question how, it is not your job to know how. It is your job to stay in faith, until it manifests. Archangel Michael says, this is the one time, you must not hesitate. This is the one message, you must not skip. Many people miss their blessing, because they treat heaven's call, like ordinary words. But you, beloved, are not ordinary. You are chosen, you are marked. That's why your heart feels like it's beating in rhythm, with each sentence. These words feel alive, because they are feeding your spirit. And pulling you into alignment. And listen, child of God. Miracles rarely arrive, when you expect them. They arrive, when you're faithful enough, to keep holding on in silence. And you held on, you could have given up, but you didn't. You could have walked away, but you stayed. Now the reward is on its way. This is not a maybe, this is not a possibility, it is a certainty. Heaven already signed. But hear the warning with love. This hour requires your full attention. Do not let doubt crawl in, do not let fear whisper, do not let distraction steal this word. The enemy knows how close you are. And he will try to shake you. He will whisper, this isn't real, nothing will change, don't waste your time. Reject that lie. Because if you close this message, and move on, regret will burn later. But if you stay, if you hold on, you will look back, and say, that was the hour everything changed. Imagine it, beloved. Imagine a door you've been knocking on for years, opening with ease. Imagine a prayer you thought was too old, being answered with perfect timing. Imagine the heaviness you carried for so long, lifting off your shoulders. Like feathers in the wind. That is what is scheduled for you. Michael isn't speaking empty promises, he speaks what he sees. And what he sees, is breakthrough coming toward you. Like a flood. So don't give up now. Don't close your heart, open wider, believe stronger, smile even before you see it. Because your faith is the magnet, pulling the miracle closer. God does not delay for cruelty, he delays for perfection. And the perfection of your time, is now. There is a reason you're reading these words line by line. Every sentence is washing doubt from your mind, and preparing your spirit to hold what is coming. The longer you stay, the stronger you become. The more you receive, the more the heavens align. That is why Archangel Michael says, "Stay till the end." Do not walk away, your blessing requires your full attention. Child of light, your miracle will not look small. It will not be ordinary, it will make people wonder, how did this happen? And you will know the answer, because you listened, because you believed, because you opened, when heaven knocked. So hold steady, 3 hours is not long. Every tick of the clock is bringing you closer. Every moment you remain in faith is building the bridge between you and your blessing. And now hear this final push for your spirit. The heavens are trembling with anticipation. Because your name has been spoken in the courts of eternity. The scroll has been unrolled, and your story is being read aloud. Before angels who stand in awe of what is about to take place. This is not coincidence, you are not here by chance. God Himself arranged this moment, for your eyes and your soul. Archangel Michael is speaking with urgency, because he knows how fragile this window is. He says, if you open your heart now, the river will flow. Beloved, don't be counted among those who let miracles slip, because they thought they had more time. You have waited long enough. Stay close, stay ready, stay believing. Because today, heaven is not just whispering your name, heaven is calling you forward. The hand that held you has opened, and what you gave in sorrow is being returned in joy. That's why I'm asking you right now, don't let doubt drip its poison into your spirit. The enemy always gets loudest when the blessing is closest. He will bring back memories of failure, delay, disappointment, just to convince you nothing will change. But those voices are lies. They are shadows trying to cover a rising sun. Feel this, your dawn is breaking. Michael says, lift your eyes, beloved, the dawn is breaking. No shadow can hold back the light. And beloved, that is your reminder, darkness doesn't win by strength, it wins by distraction. So don't be distracted, don't let old stories rewrite your new chapter. Here's the secret most people miss. Miracles often arrive wearing ordinary clothes. Reading these words may feel simple, but in the unseen world, it is not small at all. This is you aligning your spirit with heaven's decree. This is you saying yes to what has already been written. And when your yes touches God's yes, explosions happen, chains shatter, walls collapse, roads open, where there used to be deserts. This is the power of divine agreement. Think of your life like a seed hidden under soil. For years you sowed tears, patience, faith, sacrifice. You thought nothing was happening, because you couldn't see results. But seeds don't die, they wait. They crack in silence, grow in secret, and then suddenly, they burst into fruit. That is your story. And the bursting is near. The harvest is coming. Within the next 3 hours, the first fruit will show itself, in a way you cannot ignore. Imagine this right now, an envelope with your name written in golden ink, sealed with heaven's fire. When you break that seal, the words inside aren't just announcements, they are transformations. Healing is yours, peace is yours, provision is yours, joy is yours. And this letter is being carried toward you right now. Michael is guarding it fiercely, because the enemy tried to snatch it. But the seal is unbreakable, and the delivery is unstoppable. You might say, I've waited too long, I've been disappointed too many times. Beloved, delay is not denial. Delay is preparation. Every season of waiting has stretched your spirit, so you can hold the weight of what's coming. If God answered too soon, you would not have been ready. But now, your heart is stronger, your faith is wider, your vision is bigger. Now you can carry what would have crushed you before. That is why this hour feels different. Listen closely, because this is the kind of moment people talk about later, and say, I should have listened. Michael says, this is the kind of moment that only comes once. Ignore it, and you will weep. Embrace it, and you will rejoice, for years to come. Beloved, that's not pressure, that's protection. God is not forcing you, He is inviting you. He whispers, He calls gently, but with urgency. And you must decide whether you'll step through the gate. Look up in your spirit, and see what's standing around you. Angels are on assignment, in your atmosphere. Some carry trumpets, ready to announce victory. Some carry gifts wrapped in light. Some carry weapons, to strike down every opposition that dares to rise against your blessing. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. When heaven stands with you, no power on earth, or in hell, can stand against you. Now hear this, 3 hours. That is all it will take, for the first ripple to reach your life. Do not miss it, do not turn away, stay. Hold on, believe. Because what is coming, will wipe away the years of waiting, and make the pain of the past feel like a distant dream. You will laugh again, you will rise again, you will shine again. This is the decree of heaven. And heaven does not lie. And yes, your heart feels heavy, but do not call it fear. That weight is glory, that pressure is the presence of God, drawing close, reminding you that you have not been forgotten. Michael says, the time has been counted. The hour is marked. Within 3 hours, the shift will arrive. Beloved, if your chest feels tight, that is not panic, it's your spirit realizing, you are standing at the edge of answered prayer. Remember the seasons, when you knocked, and nothing opened. When you cried out, and it felt like silence. When hope felt like sand, slipping through your fingers. You asked, why me, why so long, why nothing? Yet you're still here. That is strength. Real strength isn't dry eyes, it's walking forward, even with tears. And because you kept walking, the good news has been released for you. Michael says, your record has been reviewed. Your name has been spoken. And your file has been stamped approved, in heaven's courts. Beloved, when heaven stamps approved, no human authority can deny it. When God signs His name over your story, no enemy can erase it. The blessing is sealed. And this window is open. That is why you must receive, while it's here. Picture this, you are standing before a door you thought was locked forever. You rattled the handle for years, whispered prayers through the cracks, pressed your forehead against it, and nothing moved. But now, the lock has clicked. The door is opening. Light is spilling through the gap. And you must step forward. If you turn away now, you'll only delay what was meant to lift you. So stay with this, beloved. The 3 hours ahead are not ordinary hours. They are chosen, consecrated, dripping with purpose. Alignments are happening, people are being moved into place, hidden opportunities are being uncovered. The unseen is rearranging itself, so the seen will shock you. That restlessness you feel, that's your spirit sensing the shift. And if the enemy whispers again, this is just another message. You answer with faith, no. This is my moment. If this word is speaking to you, like this video, as a sign, you receive it, and subscribe, so you stay connected, when heaven speaks again. Because you are closer than you think. And Michael says, beloved, this good news will not be small. It will not be something you can hide. This blessing is going to shine so brightly, that even the ones who doubted you, will be forced to notice. Some who mocked you, will go quiet. Some who pitied you, will stare in shock. Some who walked away, will return, not to help, but to marvel. Because when God lifts a person, the change is impossible to deny. Here is your peace, beloved. The how is not your responsibility. The how belongs to heaven. The when has already been settled, within these hours. Your only task, is to believe, to hold on, to stay close. And to let every word wash over you, like waves. Because each word carries light, and each wave pushes you closer to shore. You are not drifting anymore, you are being guided. Do you understand what kind of good news this is? It won't touch only one area of your life, it will spread like oil poured over your head, covering everything. Your mind will finally find peace, your body will feel strength again, your finances will open up, in ways you didn't expect. Your relationships will soften, where they once felt hard. Your nights will finally know rest, and your mornings will carry laughter. This is not a partial blessing, this is overflow. Now hear the question your heart has been avoiding. Will you trust again? Will you allow yourself to hope again? Or will you shut down, because you're afraid of disappointment? Remember this, disappointment comes, when we expect from people. But when expectation rests in God, it never ends in shame. The one who promised is faithful. If heaven says good news is coming, then good news is already moving toward you. So rise inside, my child. Lift your spirit, even if your feelings are slow to follow. Begin to thank Him, even before you see it. That gratitude becomes the bridge, that faith becomes the magnet, that joy becomes the key. And when you do, you'll watch heaven respond with speed. If you feel that stirring right now, take a second to like this video, because your like is your quiet yes. And if you want to stay connected to these moments, subscribe, so you don't miss the next time heaven speaks directly to you. Let this be clear, these words are not here to entertain you. They are here to awaken you, to pull you out of heaviness, to guide you into your appointed hour. Stay, read, believe. Do not skip. Because every line you hold on to is aligning you closer with your breakthrough. Michael is not speaking twice, he is speaking once, urgently, clearly. 3 hours. And your story shifts. And I won't stop reminding your spirit of the truth you've asked for. The long flow, the endless light poured line by line. And heaven has more to say. So let's go deeper, without turning back. Child of God, Archangel Michael is still here, standing tall, wings spread wide, fire in his eyes. He is not whispering gently now, he is declaring loudly. This is the moment you have been praying for. This is the hour your destiny turns. He knows how close you are, and he knows how fragile this gate can feel. That's why his voice carries love and urgency. Because he does not want you to miss what is already hovering over your life. Don't underestimate these 3 hours. 3 hours is enough for God to undo years of pain. 3 hours is enough for heaven to rearrange what earth called impossible. 3 hours is enough for your name to be spoken in the right room, for your face to be remembered, for your case to be settled, for your tears to be exchanged for joy. Michael says, do not despise the shortness of time. God needs only a moment to do what you could not do in decades. Can you feel what's happening inside you? That strange mix, heavy and light, at the same time. That's alignment. That's your soul coming into agreement with your destiny. When a miracle approaches, the body often knows, before the eyes do. The trembling you feel is not weakness. It is confirmation. It is heaven pressing into your ordinary life. Think back to the moments you whispered, God, just give me one sign, and I won't give up. Think of the nights you held on to a promise, while everything around you looked silent. Beloved, he heard every single one. Not one prayer bounced off the ceiling. They reached him. They reached Michael. They reached angels, who carried your name like a mission. And now the answer is being carried back down to you. Do not doubt, because of the silence you endured. That silence was not rejection, it was preparation. God was aligning the right people, the right timing, the right environment. So that when the blessing lands, nothing can shake it. Sometimes he hides the process, to protect you from interference. And now, that everything is aligned. The silence is breaking. Heaven is speaking. The release is here. This is your moment to open wider. Stretch your faith beyond logic. Miracles are not logical, they are supernatural. If you try to trap this moment inside your mind, you will block the flow. But if you believe with your heart, you will catch what cannot be explained. Michael says, do not lean on your own understanding. Lean into the promise, lean into the miracle, lean into God. And yes, your tiredness is real, the heaviness in your shoulders, the weariness in your bones, the exhaustion in your thoughts. But hear the truth, all of it is about to lift. This good news is not just an announcement, it is a transformation. It will touch every corner of your life, and make it new. You will not only hear the words, you will feel them, live them, walk in them. Do you realize that even now, while you stay with this message, angels are working on your behalf? In offices, in homes, and even in hearts connected to you. Decisions are being influenced, delays are being removed, phone calls are being planned, meetings are being shifted, opportunities are being whispered into ears. You can't see it yet, but it is already happening. The unseen always prepares, before the seen manifests. And let's be honest, beloved. The enemy is furious about this. That's why lately, your mind has been under attack. Why distractions multiplied, why doubt got loud. He sensed the timing, he saw the gate opening, he knows what will happen, when you step through it. You will not be the same again. That is why he fought. But Michael has drawn his sword. And he declares enough. The child of God will not miss this. The blessing will not be stolen. So hear this final truth, with your whole spirit. Your story is about to be rewritten. You thought you knew the ending, but God is writing a new chapter. And in this chapter, you are not the victim, you are the victor. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not broken, you are beloved. This is the identity heaven has always had for you. And now the earth will see it too. So don't skip, don't let go, stay. Every word is building a bridge, every line is pulling you closer. And when these hours pass, you will not be where you were before. You will step into a new place, a new season, a new joy. This is not a dream, this is your reality beginning. Heaven said it, Michael confirmed it, and you are living it right now, in real time. My beloved child, lean closer, because heaven is not finished with you yet. The river has only begun to move, and the current grows stronger, the longer you stay. This is not repetition, it is reinforcement. Like waves returning to shore, until even the hardest rock finally breaks. Feel the urgency in the air. Archangel Michael says, the decree has been sealed, and your name is written on it. But if you treat this lightly, if you skip away from the words, the seal cannot be delivered. Beloved, this is why you cannot drift today. Angels have guarded this moment for years, and you are closer now, than you have ever been. In your life. Remember those nights, you almost surrendered. Remember the mornings, you forced yourself out of bed, with a heavy heart. Remember the moments, you wondered if you were cursed. You weren't cursed, you were carried. Heaven whispers, you survived, because the promise had not yet come to pass. You could not be destroyed, before your blessing was born. Now listen, your agreement is required. Your yes is the key. Say yes in your heart right now, yes to the miracle, yes to the breakthrough, yes to the joy. Because when your yes meets God's yes, nothing can stand in the way. If your spirit feels this, tap like and stay with me. Your small action is your quiet way of saying, I'm ready. Here's what the next 3 hours look like in the spirit. 3 golden jars moving toward you. In one is healing, in another is provision, in the last is honor. Each jar has your name etched in light. They are not wandering, heaven is delivering them with precision. The only question is, will you be waiting with open hands, or will you turn away in doubt? Don't miss this, beloved. Every line you read is part of the unlocking. The blessing is layered, not singular. It will begin in one area, and then spread, like sunlight moving across your whole home. You will think, this is enough. And then another layer arrives, and another, until you are drenched in overflow. Listen to this truth. Your scars are about to shine like metals. The parts of your story you tried to hide will become the very proof that lifts you. The pain will not be wasted, the years will not be wasted, the silence will not be wasted. God is turning it all into evidence of His faithfulness. And if things start shaking, don't panic. Michael says, do not fear the shaking. When heaven releases good news, the earth trembles. Old systems break, old habits fall, certain connections fade. It can feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Don't cling to what is being removed. Make room for what is being given. Here's the part that will surprise you. Your name is being spoken, in places you've never entered. Doors you didn't even know existed are being unlocked. People you've never met are being stirred to favor you. You can't orchestrate this, it's divine orchestration. God is the conductor, and your life is the music. Every note timed perfectly, and the crescendo is here. So stop spending energy on enemies. Stop watching who resists you. When God decides to favor, no enemy can block it. When God says approved, no man can say denied. Michael has already drawn his sword. And the opposition is falling, even as you read. Now breathe, beloved. These 3 hours are not a countdown to fear. They are a countdown to fulfillment. With every passing minute, the unseen becomes seen, the hidden becomes revealed, and the promise becomes reality. And when it arrives, you won't question if it was worth the wait. You will know it was perfect timing. Hold this word close, like bread for your soul. Because it's not ordinary bread, it's fresh manna for this season. Eat it fully, and you will not hunger like you used to. And know, heaven has not run out of words for you. Mercy doesn't dry up, love doesn't expire, promises don't rot with time. The Lord delights to speak long, when His child chooses to listen long. Every line is a seed, and the more you receive, the more your field will blossom. Listen closely again. Archangel Michael says, your time of mourning is closing. Your season of silence is ending. A good news has been written against your name. And it will not delay. But He warns you with love, if you ignore this, you will ache with regret, when the hours pass, and you realize heaven opened, but you refuse to look up. Don't let regret be your story. Don't be like the ones invited to the banquet, who made excuses. You have been invited to a table prepared with joy, peace, provision, and honor. Everything you lacked has been set before you. Your only job is to remain at the table. Stay, listen, open, receive. Here is what's happening right now. The next 3 hours are heavy with prophecy. Angels are moving quietly, whispering into hearts, shifting documents, preparing meetings, arranging answers. That stirring in your chest is not anxiety. It's connection. You are not watching from the outside, you are part of it. Think of the battles you survived. Some should have buried you. But you are still here. Because you weren't preserved for survival, you were preserved for testimony. And the testimony is about to manifest. You will stand and say, "Look what the Lord has done." Not as a slogan, but as a fact. Your tears watered the soil of destiny. Your waiting stretched your spirit. God is not giving you a drop, He is giving you a flood. That's why the wait felt long, because the container had to grow. And now the container is ready. Michael says, "I have guarded this promise. I fought battles you never saw, I drove away enemies you never knew, I cut chains you never touched." Beloved, don't underestimate what it cost heaven to bring you here. That's why you must not treat this lightly. This is sacred. And yes, the good news will shake your surroundings. Some people will celebrate with you, some will envy, some will quietly step back. Don't fear it, when God elevates, He also separates. Those who can't carry your blessing will fall away. And those meant to walk with you will be drawn closer. It's all part of the design. Now silence that small voice that says, "What if it doesn't happen?" That is fear speaking from old disappointments. Replace it with truth, say, "It will happen, it is happening, it belongs to me." Because words shape reality, and your confession turns the lock. And when the first sign shows up, don't dismiss it as luck. It may be a call, a message, a door opening, or a sudden peace that sits on you like a warm blanket. Those are heaven's fingerprints, beloved. So in these next hours, protect your peace. If fear knocks, don't open the door. Speak back with faith, "I am chosen, I am covered, I am next." If you can type a simple yes in the comments, let your own words become your agreement. If you want to stay connected to these moments, subscribe now, because when heaven speaks, you deserve to hear it, in real time. And if this message is lighting a fire in you, share it with a friend who's been tired of waiting. Because your share could be the very nudge that saves their faith today. Now breathe again, beloved. The river is still flowing, the gate is still open, and your miracle is still moving toward you. Stay ready, stay soft, stay believing.